Whatever predictions you had for Money in the Bank, I don't think John Cena announcing his retirement tour was on anyone's guest list. I'm not crying. You're crying. F you. But anyway, Money in the Bank this year was an event that I think would have been more passable if it wasn't in a year that expects some of the best the company has to offer. There were good matches and memorable moments, but the negatives from this show I think were the most affected from any other premium live event this year. But it's still gotta be ranked. I'm Duke from Duke It Out, here to give you every match at WWE Money in the Bank 2024 from its worst to its best. Before I begin, please make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more great wrestling content. Number 5, Sami Zayn vs. Braun Breaker. People have been getting a lot angrier than I would have expected from Sami retaining the past couple of months. But that's not why this match is at the bottom. With how much of a dominant beast Braun Breaker has been booked as, with Sami being one of the best sellers for a David and Goliath match, I think there could have been more in what was just a pretty good IC title match. Braun didn't get as much domination as expected, and Sami's win was a bit sudden, but I'm sure this story isn't over. Number 4, Damian Priest vs. Seth Rollins. Yeah, let's just bring this up now. One of the most upsetting screw-ups in a wrestling match is when the ref doesn't count to 3 when someone clearly had the pin. In this case, the ref did it because Drew's music was supposed to hit a couple of seconds earlier. But there was no way of covering that up, and it's really sad. Because besides that, Damian does really good, Seth does a great job, but then we get a questionable decision in booking. Drew cashed in the same night he won the briefcase, but didn't get the gold once again at the cost of CM Punk. It just seemed like they added more fuel to Drew and Punk when it wasn't entirely necessary. It leaves Seth out of the title picture for SummerSlam, and worst of all, it completely wastes the briefcase until next year's event. If this was a way to also get us excited for Priest vs. Gunþi at SummerSlam, it wasn't that successful. Number 3, the Bloodline vs. Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. At first, I was kind of shocked that this main evented the show, but with the undisputed champion in the match, it makes more sense. But I was thinking Roman might have come out for a second. This was a fun spot fest that had some great carnage from Owens, Orton getting some fun dominance, and Jacob Fatu showing how much of a dominant machine he's gonna be in the WWE. And Tonga Loa, god damn it man, it was just a low blow. But this match seemed to mainly build up to Cody vs. Solo at SummerSlam. And with Solo getting the pin on Cody, it was the exact result you'd want for that build-up. Number 2, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. This could be a bit tainted from the booking that I mentioned previously, but while this wasn't one of the best Money in the Bank matches or anything, it still had its fun spots. Jey Uso and LA Knight were great at continuing to energize the crowd. Andrade and Carmelo Hayes bringing some of the most risky spots of the match, and Chad Gable getting some awesome moments to shine, like giving a German suplex to a ladder. McIntyre's win was predictable, but now that he doesn't even have the briefcase anymore, I feel emptier with this match already. And number 1, the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. For every stipulation event this year, Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and Money in the Bank, the women have outperformed the men every time in 2024. I've seen people say it's the best women's Money in the Bank match of all time, and while I might prefer last year's, the other opinion is valid. Everyone getting some awesome spots, with the highlight of Io Sky doing a pile driver to Zoe Stark on the ladder. And while I was really hoping for Chelsea Green to get the win, Tiffany Stratton really is the future of the company, and her performance in the match showed it as well. At least Chelsea got that awesome table bump in the end. So that was my ranking for Money in the Bank. Please let me know your opinions of the premium live event in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and duke out your opinions below in the comments.